Ayub Qassim and Rocky should never have been cleared and allowed to return to the UK so quickly. A huge piece of the puzzle lies with them, and the number of inconsistencies in their statement should have warranted further investigation. It seems like this case had to quickly be swept under the rug as an unfortunate accident to protect the tourism industry, and who knows what else or who else. 2 days after Jay went missing, voice notes emerged from none other than Ayub. This will be classed as his first ever version of events, and there is a huge slip-up in the audio I'm about to play for you as well. Ayub says that he knows his boys for a while from Tenerife. I assume he is referring to Brad and Brandon. Those were the only boys that were consistently with Jay before he vanished. They were all sitting there, partying and so on, when one of his mates got up and wanted the key to the apartment to go back. This is obviously Brad, because we heard from Brad's mother that Brad wanted to go back to the apartment, and even tried to convince Jay to go back with him, but Jay insisted on staying. There we go, Ayub just provided Brad with an alibi. Anyway, here comes the slip-up from Ayub. He says Jay said, "Bro, I ain't got," and then changes direction of the sentence. He was going to say, Jay said he ain't got his room key, which would have contradicted Brad just asking for the key. He then changes it to say Jay said he ain't got nowhere to stay.
Okay, and I know his boys in that, innit? That I know from Tenerife for a while, so we were just all partying together. And then we're sitting there with all the boys and that. Then his other mate stood up and said, "Oh, let me get the key to the apartment I'm going now." He wanted to carry on partying, innit? And then he's like, "Bro, I ain't got," he goes, "I ain't got nowhere to stay, bro. Like, in Tramps, that park club," he said, "I ain't got nowhere to stay. Can I come yours?" I was like, "Yeah, innit?" And then he's like, "Bro, I ain't got," he goes, "I ain't got nowhere to stay, bro. Like,"
Jay apparently then asked to go back to his place, and he said yes, he will give him a pillow and a blanket for the couch. Now, here is something else that's pretty interesting. They stopped at a shop on the way to get Jay a Pepsi. Where are the receipts, the footage from that shop, just something to show that Jay was there? Did the Spanish police even bother to look into that? Ayub distances Rocky by saying that he was asleep the entire ride home. He then says as soon as they got into the yard, Rocky went straight to bed. Jay went outside to smoke his cigarette and took a picture, that's Snapchat, and that's apparently how Lucy found the Airbnb. In my opinion, this part is utter bullshit. Lucy was talented enough to find the Airbnb from a photo, but couldn't find Jay from the location pin he sent. Sure, that is very believable. Then a couple came and asked Ayub to move his car. Who is this couple, and why didn't Jay ask them for a lift back? Yet another contradiction, Lucy calls Ayub, so she had his number, saying that Jay was in a ditch, and he thinks he is going to die. Answer me this, if Jay fell to his death, and died instantly according to both finding in Tenerife and UK, then why did he tell Lucy he was in a ditch, needing water, and thinks he is going to die? So many lies coming to the surface.
yeah, like, fucking, I know his boys in that, innit? That I know from Tenerife for a while, so we were just all partying together. And then we're sitting there with all the boys and that. Then his other mate stood up and said, "Oh, let me get the key to the apartment I'm going now." He wanted to carry on partying, innit? And then he's like, "Bro, I ain't got," he goes, "I ain't got nowhere to stay, bro. Like, in Tramps, that park club," he said, "I ain't got nowhere to stay. Can I come yours?" I was like, my place is a bit far away though, bro. Like, it's by the mountains and that. He was like, "No, I don't mind." I was like, "Cool." And then I was like, "I'll get you a pillow and a blanket. You can have the sofa." So we was driving all the way back to mine. Stopped off at a shop near mine. Got him like water, Pepsis and whatever. Got my mate some. He was sleeping. My mate was sleeping the whole way though. Do you know what I mean? And then fucking, we got in the yard. My mate went straight to his bed. I just got our bits and pieces out of the car. He went in the yard. Obviously, he was videoing my mate laughing at him before he got out. And then he went in. I was like, "Yo, here's a clean towel for tomorrow morning." Well, it was morning anyways, like 6, 7-ish. I was like, "Yeah, bro, there's a towel. And then for the morning, there's a pillow, there's a blanket, there's your sofa," sort of thing. So I went upstairs, like, left it at that. He asked me, "Can I smoke cigarettes inside?" I was like, "Nah, just open the door." So he's smoking cigarettes. I could hear him just open the door, smoking cigarettes. He was like wired, innit? And then he took a picture of the place opposite. That's how the girl found my house the next afternoon, do you know what I mean? So boom. And then after, I'm thinking he's asleep. So boom, the door buzzer goes. They're like, "Oh, okay, move your car. The neighbour's in it." So I moved the car. And then I see him chatting to the woman, and then he was like, "Oh, this woman's saying I can get a bus from here every 10 minutes. So there's a bus stop right outside my gaff, innit? So I was like, "All right, sweet, bro. If you need me, you know where the green door is." And then I did say, like, before that, "Yo, just stay, bro. I'll drive you in the morning, innit? Like, there's no bus coming 10 minutes. You know what I mean? We're in the mountains." And he's like, "No, I insisted on going. So I'm not going to tell a grown man, babe, like, 'Yo, You have to stay, do you know what I mean? I was like, all right, sweet, bro. If you want to go, innit? The bus stop is there. And then next thing, you know, I'm getting a call at like 9 o'clock saying the mate he's gone missing. He rang them, said he left mine, said I'm off. And then he rang them 50 minutes later saying, yo, I'm in a fucking ditch. I need water. I think I'm going to die. That's what he told the girl, you know, I think I'm going to die. And I'm on 1%. And then he sent the last location. And the last location was on some fucking rural path, a good 20 minutes behind mine, a good half an hour behind mine, do you know what I mean? And then, yeah, like, I went to the fucking Guardia Civil in Play Americas on my birthday, like from 12 till 4, like, do you know what I mean? Telling them what I know anyway, do you know what I mean?